Sometimes life doesn't break you all at once. It starts quietly, with silence, with trust, with love that slowly turns into control. This is not just a story about losing a job. This is a story about betrayal, patience, and a woman who discovered her strength the moment she was pushed to the edge. Watch till the end, because this story might feel uncomfortably real. Neelam Verma never believed silence could be louder than words. For most of her life, she survived by adjusting, compromising, and staying quiet. Quiet when her opinions were ignored. Quiet when her sacrifices were taken for granted. And quiet when love slowly turned into obligation. At 39 years old, she believed she understood life, marriage, and responsibility. She believed loyalty was enough to keep relationships alive. She was wrong. Neelam woke up before the alarm rang. She moved carefully through the house so she wouldn't disturb her husband Arvind. 12 years of marriage had taught her one thing very clearly. His comfort came first. She prepared breakfast, packed lunch, ironed his clothes, and checked the bills before leaving for work. Neelam was a senior compliance analyst at a private firm, a woman respected at the office and invisible at home. The house loan, the monthly expenses, and even Arvind's failed business ideas were carried on her shoulders. Arvind called himself a consultant, but in reality, his work depended on his mood. Some days he was ambitious, some days lazy, and most days dependent. Still, Neelam never complained. She believed marriage meant standing together, even when one person was standing and the other was leaning. That belief shattered on a Wednesday morning when an email arrived at 11:17 a.m. The subject line read, "Employment status, immediate action required." Her hands trembled as she opened it. Due to company restructuring, her position was terminated with immediate effect. 13 years of dedication ended with a single email. No meeting, no explanation, no respect. By afternoon, her office access was blocked, her ID card was collected, and she was escorted out politely, as if dignity could replace livelihood. Sitting in her car, Neelam felt numb. The fear wasn't about losing her job. The fear was about going home and telling her husband. When she finally messaged Arvind and told him the truth, his response was immediate and cold. He didn't ask if she was okay. He didn't ask what happened. He only asked how this would affect him. He reminded her that she had one responsibility, and now she had failed. When he called her useless, something cracked inside her heart. That evening, Neelam returned home earlier than usual. As she unlocked the door, she heard laughter, a woman's voice. Her heart started racing. She stood silently near the door as Arvind spoke confidently. He said she wouldn't leave. He said now that she had lost her job, she was completely dependent. He spoke about her aunt's house, about money, about control, and about breaking her slowly. The woman laughed, and in that laughter, Neelam heard the truth of her marriage. She walked away quietly, without confronting him. That night, she didn't cry. She didn't scream. She observed. Over the next few days, she listened carefully, recorded conversations, checked financial records, and uncovered messages that proved everything. Then she discovered something even more painful. The complaint that led to her termination had been filed from a device linked to Arvind. Her husband had sabotaged her career to control her completely. Neelam met a lawyer. She met the police. She protected her aunt and secured her finances. She stayed calm because silence was no longer weakness. It was preparation. When Arvind finally realized what she knew, it was too late. She placed the documents on the table and looked him in the eyes with a calm he had never seen before. She told him he planned her collapse but underestimated her patience. She walked out of that house with dignity, not revenge. 6 months later, Neelam stood in a new office with a higher position and a stronger sense of self. Her aunt recovered. Justice took its course. And Neelam finally slept peacefully, knowing she no longer belonged to fear. Sometimes losing everything is how you find yourself. Silence is not weakness. Silence is strength waiting to rise. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs strength today. Tell us in the comments, have you ever trusted someone who didn't deserve it? Support Wisdom Whisper Studio with a super thanks, so we can continue bringing real, meaningful stories to you. Like, subscribe, and stay connected. Because every story has a lesson, and every lesson has power.